Okay.
Hi everybody, welcome to Y Week. This is Yolanda the Yellow Jacket. We're going to be learning all about yellow jackets, where they live, and how they provide a service for people. Are you guys ready to do the jingle?
Yes.
Okay. Y says yellow jacket. My sting makes such a racket. So the idea is, what is a racket? Well, it's when somebody gets stung and they start to cry and how it really hurts. But we're also going to learn about wonderful things that yellow jackets and bees do for our world, like pollinating flowers. We're also going to do some really fun center ideas where you're going to have your group of 12 to 15 children. You're going to divide them up in groups of 2 and leave maybe 5 or 6 left over. And those children are the bees, and the 2 holding hands are going to be the hive. And the bees have to run quickly and buzz over and find their own hive. Kind of like musical chairs, kind of an idea, but actually no chairs involved. The kids are going to be doing a group participation. And also another fun center idea is to blow up some yellow balloons, stripe them like a yellow jacket, and have a lot of balloon play. Great hand-eye coordination and group play at the same time.
If we're talking about center, another center thing that we're going to do this week is we are going to go outside and we're going to do some dramatic play. I'm going to take the jump rope and the long jump rope, and all the kids are going to have turns getting to be bumblebees and buzzing over the rope. But it's going to really help them with their hand-eye coordination and being able to tell when to jump over the rope and when to not jump over the rope, and doing it really fast and doing it really slow and buzzing around like some bumblebees.
That sounds like fun. For the afternoon circle time, I'm going to be reading a book with the kids called Bombus Finds a Friend, and it's by Elise Larson, and it's about a little bumblebee named Bombus, and he goes around, he finds different friends, and they help him find his way home and what he's supposed to do as a bumblebee. And also I'm going to be doing Bees in the Hive flannel story. It's called Bumblebee on My Nose. So I have 5 little bumblebees, and it's going to go through the story about the bumblebee. So here's its hive, and it's a good counting source for the children, because we have 5 bees and we're going to count to 5. We're going to take some away. We're going to see how many we have after. So adding and subtracting, all good things to teach the kids here. And also a music and movement clap to the rhythm by the rhythm makers, and the kids get to help us make different rhythms. So clap different ways, maybe 2 times, maybe 3 times, up and down over their heads. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Perfect. Speaking of rhythm, actually on Wednesday we're going to be pulling out the musical instruments and talking about the different instruments and listening to what different sounds that they make, and then going back to what Lizzie says, talking about rhythm, you know, let's clap 1 time, or let's play the instruments on 1 beat and talk about different beats. We're also, in that day, we're going to talk about this book called In the Trees, Honeybees, and the pictures are actually really pretty. But at the beginning it starts off with the bee coming out of the honeycomb, and it actually tells the story about the day in the life of a bee. And a lot of children can see that, you know, they make honey. Most children know that they make honey. But they're also going to talk, we're going to talk about how busy they are, and how each bee actually has a job of its own. There's a queen bee, and then there's the workers. So it'll be really fun to teach them about all the different things that bees get to do for us.
ZB.
I know, busy bee.
So then my art, I'm doing art, and you know, that'll fall right into my art, because we're going to be making honeycombs. Well, not the cereal. We'll buy some honeycomb cereal, and then the children will glue it onto paper, and then they get to either cut out bees or draw the bees on there. And they're also learning about the shape, the hexagon. So that, you know, that shape is in there in the honeycomb. Another fun art that we'll be doing is drawing with the music to the flight of the bumblebee. So you know, it's like kind of a fast rhythm on there. And then another one that we have is that they get to take home too, is making a ladybug from a pebble, and the children get to paint it with red and black by dipping you know, the Q-tip into black, and then making little dots, and then tipping it over to the red. So that'll be a fun one for the children to take.
Very fun.
Very fine motor skills are working, their small muscles using that Q-tip.
Small group.
And for my circle time, we're going to be going over, for the intro, we're going to do a hickety-pickety bumblebee, and I'll have a little bumblebee, and I'll be able to call each child by their name, and they can say their name, or if they don't want to say it, I'll say it for them. As well as our SPA jingles will be going all the ones from previous, as well as this week's. And then our music and movement, we're going to do the quickly and quietly, which they're going to be able to do different movements during the song that's going to be going on. And our book, actually for that day, the theme for the day is the Quick as a Cricket book. And what it goes over is different characteristics of animals. So he says he's as quick as a cricket, as small as an ant, as large as a will. So it goes over different kinds of animals and bugs and all that kind of stuff. So it's very fun for the kids to look at.
You know, it'd also be
Compare
good.
themselves.
Yeah, also be really good to look back at the week before. Remember, we made the house for the cricket, so we could go back and look at that house that we made for the cricket and see how they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Sounds like a fun week.
yeah, it sounds like a busy week with the busy bee. So thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.